They line up decently, a model estate striving to set the gold standard of how Kenyan neighborhoods ought to be.
Hey, I prefer to stay in a gated community these days. Gated community is very comfortable. By the way, kama saa hizi siwezi pata kosa hapa watu kama waine tu kama watano tunajuana.
But with decency comes cost, and on these streets, beauty isn't cheap.
Type C we charge 65,000, and Type A I've said we charge 60,000. Type B being apartment we charge 40,000. This week's focus on area code takes you right at the heart of Stone Grove Estate, located north of Nairobi off Thika Super Highway along Mirema Drive. Stone Grove sits on a 30-acre piece of land that once belonged to a group of investors under the name Kitengela Boys Limited. They sold the land to the developer, who chose to use the space to construct 74 housing units meant for the upper-class residents of Nairobi. That was back in 2006, when the groundbreaking event for the development was started. Completion of the housing project would be 3 years later in 2009, before occupation certificates were issued in 2010. And since then, Stone Grove has maintained a rather quiet, reserved demeanor. You will rarely see anyone walk by in this estate, save for a few instances where we were able to spot man's best friend. The 74 houses within the neighborhood are managed by real estate firm Edlon Group, who oversee the day-to-day running of activities at the estate. See, we charge 65,000.
Stephen Munyao is one of the directors of the firm. He attributes the estate's beauty and serenity to a strict code of conduct that the residents here adhere to ever so often.
We have divided them in types. There is a Type A, there is Type B, and there is Type C. Type A is majorly the mansionette, like the one you have seen here. It's majorly 4-bedroom house with its own compound. Plus at the back there is an SQ, the servant quarter.
Type B are mainly apartment complexes that consists of 3 houses exclusively meant for renting and not for sale. And then there are the Type C houses, which have basically the same house design as Type A, but are more spacious compared. The design of the houses in Stone Grove are such that each home occupies 1/8 of an acre plot with a 4-bedroom maisonette.
It's only Type B. I think two houses. It's only vacant houses we talk now. The rest, Type A, Type B, the Type C, they are all filled up.
Renting a house in Stone Grove will cost you 60,000 shillings for the much smaller Type A houses. Go for 65,000 shillings a month for a 4-bedroom house. Type B houses, which are usually 3 bedrooms, go for 40,000 shillings a month on rent. The Edlon Group charges a monthly service fee for the residents here, who entrust the payment of security guards, garbage collection and maintenance of both the drainage and lighting system to the real estate firm.
The service charge is normally 5,000 for each. Okay, for Type A we charge, the normal rent is 55, but we charge 5,000 service charge. This one, Type B, the normal rent is 35, but we charge 5,000 as a service charge. And Type C, the normal rent should be 60, but we charge 5,000.
It's a costly affair that is helping maintain a serene, cozy and clean environment. Nearly every street corner within this estate is dotted with a variety of plant life, including beautiful flowers meant to give the estate a facelift.
Tulikuwa tunapata maji on Monday and Wednesday and Saturday.
Ndegwa moved into Stone Grove from Nyayo Estate more than 3 years ago.
It's a relocation that she reveals came with no regrets at all. She is one among a group of residents here who call this and would not wish to move out anytime soon.
Lakini huku kuna space, hakuna changamoto ya kuweka kupaki magari, hatuko na shida ya kupaki magari, hakuna. Huku unaweza kuwa na gari 3 na unapata mahali ya kupark. Nyayo tulikuwa ukiwa na 1 car, hata ukiwa na gari 2 una moja unapaki na uko nje na moja ndio unapaki on your own parking. So hapa na tunaona at least ni kuzuri. We really enjoy.
And space is one main reason why the estate has attracted people. The community here settling for a neighborhood that is one among a few dozen within the country's capital that categorize themselves as gated communities.
Hey, I prefer to stay in a gated community these days. Gated community is very comfortable. By the kama saa hizi siwezi pata kosa hapa watu kama 4 tu kama 5 tunajuana. Ukitoka ukichukua gari yako tunaambiana hi.
You know your neighbor.
Yes, I know my neighbor. Hi, kama kuna problem, kuna WhatsApp ya problem, kama kuna problem, we are in a WhatsApp, so we contact each other. What is the problem of this? Evil.
The high picket fences and mini gates that characterize the area have employed at least half a dozen staff comprising of gardeners, caretakers and security guards who ensure smooth running of the estate, whose residents most of the time are not home. After the break, we take you inside some of the homes in Stone Grove Estate and explain why this particular